When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped into the church in May 2018, the whole country buzzed with hope. People believed these fresh faces of royalty would bring a new spark and charm to a family that many thought had grown a bit old-fashioned. There was a dream that their style, looks, and warm words could connect with the younger generation in a way that revived the magic of royal life. Yet, as the days unfolded, the story took unexpected turns that kept everyone guessing what twist lay ahead. Over the next 19 months, headlines painted a picture of a stormy relationship with the royal institution. Instead of uniting people with their vibrant energy, the Sussex duo found themselves caught in a whirlpool of criticism and bitter news. The promise of change faded into a drama where their inner conflicts spilled out into public view. Finally, in January 2020, they shocked the world by leaving behind their royal roles to build a new life in America, a dramatic farewell that left many wondering what came next. New details from behind the velvet curtains have emerged in a recent book that digs deep into life at the palace. Royal writer Tom Quinn, who gathered tales from those who worked closely with Harry and Meghan at Kensington Palace, tells us a side rarely seen by the public. According to his March release, while many saw Harry as the backup, it was actually Meghan who struggled to find her proper place. Could it be that she, too, felt pushed aside, a spare in disguise? The mystery thickens, inviting us to look closer at the hidden corridors of power. Inside the palace walls, whispers of disagreement and clash were common. Quinn's book reveals that Meghan often butted heads with the behind-the-scenes advisors, leaving many to believe that her vision of being a working royal didn't fit the strict, age-old rules. One insider noted that Meghan seemed not to grasp the idea that joining the royal family meant following a set path rather than choosing her own route. Her bold statement, "What Diana started, I want to finish," sparked mixed reactions. Some saw it as passion, while others felt it was a half-hearted nod to the past. This clash of ideals left the reader wondering, was it ambition or mere defiance that drove her? Some former staff even described Meghan as having a messiah-like urge, determined to become the most adored figure in the realm. Despite being offered guidance by trusted hands like Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, and Lady Susan Hussey, Meghan appeared to want to steer her own course. This I know best air quickly unsettled the established team at Kensington Palace, where tradition runs deep and change is met with raised eyebrows. The tension in the palace halls was palpable, hinting at a drama that was far from over. Yet, not everyone saw Meghan in a negative light. A few staff members admired her fierce spirit and desire to shake things up, calling her Duchess different behind quiet smiles. They remembered her as the woman who, before meeting Harry, fought for human rights, clean water, and women's causes with a quiet strength and clear voice. Even as she backed the #MeToo movement and urged women to speak up, her methods left many scratching their heads. This mix of support and opposition spun a tale of a royal who was as controversial as she was charismatic, leaving readers on the edge of their seats. Inside the palace, gossip was as common as the clinking of fine china. Stories emerged of Meghan growing unusually close to a junior staff member, a move that didn't sit well with senior figures. At the same time, she couldn't hide her hurt when she saw that William, the next in line, received a gentler touch from the servants. Yet, perhaps the most puzzling challenge was her struggle with the proper way to interact with the household staff. Raised in a world where orders flowed effortlessly, Meghan sometimes swung between friendly hugs and irritation when responses weren't immediate. And did she ever question why Harry seemed too polite, always asking if anyone minded tidying up? These small, charged moments left many asking, could a royal really find a balance in such a rigid world? Even playful nicknames found their way into the palace gossip. Behind closed doors, some jokingly dubbed Harry and Meghan as Monica and Chandler, a nod to a famous TV duo known for their quirky dynamics. It's no wonder, then, that the transition from a modern life to the strict, 18th-century traditions of the royal family proved to be such a rocky road. Before all this, Meghan's life in the spotlight was limited to a small role in a legal drama, hardly the launchpad for a fairy tale. Yet, marriage thrust her into a realm that felt both glamorous and suffocating, a real-life script that was hard to follow. No one ever said that stepping into the royal spotlight was simple. History is filled with tales of young princesses who struggled to fit in. Diana, Sarah Ferguson, and even Kate all had their hurdles. But Kate's careful steps earned her more approval from the palace insiders, while others seemed to stumble over traditions that had been set in stone for ages. For those not born to be the clear heir, finding a niche in this majestic hierarchy has always been a challenge, often leaving them in the background, the so-called spares of the family. The concept of the spare in royal life is a curious one, a backup waiting in the wings, ready to take the stage only if needed. History has shown that sometimes the spare is called to rule, as seen in the past when unexpected changes sent shockwaves through the realm. But more often than not, being the spare means living in a quieter, less scrutinized role. Yet, as hinted in Harry's memoir, carrying this title can stir up deep-seated resentments. His words, filled with both bitterness and a trace of dark humor, revealed the burden of being second best, a shadow meant only to support the crown. Meghan never openly shared how it felt to be cast as a side role during her time at the palace, but those who worked closely with her say the experience left a mark similar to Harry's lingering bitterness. Their shared struggle, wrapped in the duty of being ever-present yet never fully embraced, tells a story of conflict and lost dreams. As their chapter in the royal saga closed with a dramatic exit, one can't help but wonder, what is the cost of trying to change a world that won't easily let you in?